People used to say that in the story, the narrative, not of the Jewish people, but of Andrew Hoffman, 2, 3, 4 nights a week, he was at a concert. Rock, hard rock, or things that most of us don't even know what it's about, or the names of groups we've never heard of. Andrew Hoffman loves his family, parents, siblings and their families, and most of all, his wife Lisa and his children, and now his 2 grandchildren. Let's find out what some people have to say about Andrew Hoffman as president of Temple Israel. A 6-year tenure. That's a lot of missed concerts.
I do love going to Temple with him for the music that is there, the concerts. He even loves to touch Shabbats. It's really shown the children our commitment to Temple, and I love having them come to Temple with us and having them be a part of our Jewish life as adults.
I'm proud of all my children. I was very, very proud of Andrew. He did a wonderful thing by stepping in and trying to help Temple Israel. It was his whole life, for 6 years. He really loved it. He loved what he was doing.
Sitting in the Temple Israel on Rosh Hashanah, when Andrew came up to make his first initial speech to the temple, greeting them on Rosh Hashanah, Andrew, that truly was the most wonderful day of my life.
Andrew always cared for religion, and he always was religious in his way.
When he was bar mitzvahed, I think he was the only bar mitzvah that day. He did the whole services from the beginning to the end, not only reading from the Torah, he actually led the congregation in the services, and he was really quite something.
As incoming Temple president, I feel very well prepared, having watched Andrew lead us for 6 years. His calm demeanor, his welcoming nature, his sense of humor have all been a beacon for me in my new role.
Andrew did a great job. He connects with people, he's warm, he has an ability to charm and engage with people that comes naturally and authentically to him. And in a community like ours, that's very important.
For 6 years, he's loved what he was doing. You could see the passion in him. I would watch him on Yom Kippur and on Rosh Hashanah. He would walk around, talk to the people. He really enjoyed it, and I think he's really going to miss it.
I think it really was important to him. Once he started getting involved in Temple, it really filled a void, for a need that he needed, that commitment to something.
When I found out my dad was going to be president, I laughed, because on the day that he joined the board, I told him he was going to be president one day, and he told me, never.
When I first found out that my dad was going to be president of Temple, I must have just started out in college, and I must have thought, wow, a president. What a perfect job for a man who loves to be in total control. No, but seriously, I knew immediately that my dad was going to do an amazing job, but even more importantly, I knew that he was going to really love it. And as with all things, I was correct.
When I found out my dad was going to be the president of Temple Israel, I was surprised. He never talked about Temple leadership before, and became passionate about it so quickly. In the past 5 years, being the Temple president has become such a big part of his life.
He loves building, and I know that he is going to be there with his hands and his feet. Everybody is going to have to work along with him, and he's going to show everybody.
He loves that feeling of being involved, and he always loved doing things like that.
He was traveling around the country with the Grateful Dead. This may be a secret that nobody else knows, but I'll never forget. Andrew used to work for me, and he came in one day and he said, "Dad, Jerry died." Now my brother's name is Jerry, so I said, "Oh my God, my brother died." He said, "No, Jerry Garcia died."
He's such a fan of their music that he's urged us at times at Temple Israel to incorporate some of that style of music into our musical events, most notably into Shabbat Live. I thought that was an interesting idea and perfectly fine, except I thought it was a little strange when Andrew thought we should then change the name of Sabbath service from Shabbat Live to Shabbat Dead.
His whole life, he loved music. And music to him, he would walk around singing, he would walk around being very happy.
Andrew loves life, loves music, loves his family, loves his temple, loves Judaism. He's just a lovable guy.
He's modeled for us that experiences are more valuable than material possessions. It's been incredible to watch him take on this role, and I'm so proud of his dedication to the Temple Israel community.
Say love you, Grandpa. Leo wanted to share his joy with Grandpa too.
From me and all our children, their spouses, and our precious grandchildren, thank you very much, and we love you.
Thank you for being such an incredible leader for Temple Israel and for sharing the passion of music. It is so refreshing to have a president who goes to every Fish concert. Now, I will be honest, I've never been to a Fish concert, but if you go, I'm assuming it's wonderful. So, next time I will take you to some opera or symphony concert. I think we could have a deal. I'm wishing you all the best to you and your family. And by the way, you're not going anywhere. You might just take a little of like back seat, but we'll be seeing a lot of you, I'm sure.
Andrew, it is truly a pleasure, as it has been an honor, to have you as president of Temple Israel of the City of New York for these 6 years. You and Lisa have shared so much. Your 3 children, now grown, and grandchildren, now 2. And so it is both a pleasure and an honor as the page turns and the story continues, as it were, as the Torah turns. Your name is emblazoned as someone who brought enthusiasm. You shared yourself in so many ways. You started off as someone we could turn to for the building, and so we'll continue to be friends, to work together, and to help strengthen our Jewish community and beyond. From the bottom of my heart, please know we are grateful. And more than that, Andrew Hoffman, we love you.
I have to admit, I'm a bit confused because when I turn on the television, all I hear is impeach the president, impeach the president. And it's befuddling to me because I think Andrew's done a great job. I don't know why anyone would want to impeach him.